I was shocked when I first heard that I was put to quarantine in February already, so I had to spend time at home like thousands of people have to do right now. And here are 20 tips, 20 short lessons that I've learned during this time that might help you as well, not just to only survive quarantine, but also get something out of it. And I think it's time to believe what the old Chinese proverb says: in darkness, don't complain about the darkness, but light a candle. There's stuff that you cannot control. We can't control the overall situation, but we do have responsibility to how we react on it. And how you live your daily life will definitely affect if or if not you can draw something positive out of those quarantine days. So here come 20 points. First, follow a structured daily schedule. This might be counterintuitive because now you're at home and you can do whatever you want. But basically, we human beings, we organize and we operate in structures. So you don't have to decide every single evening, am I going to brush my teeth? So this is a pattern that you have established in your life, and it helps you to survive. Follow a daily schedule will make your day more effective and keep you from being depressive. Second thing, go to bed and get up at a fixed time. Again, this might be counterintuitive because you say, now I'm back I'm at home, I can go to bed whenever I want. Yes, but a fixed pattern for your sleep time and your wake time will help you to not let yourself go into an abyss of doing whatever, but keep an internal structure as well. Third point, start your day with a daily routine. You do have a daily routine if you go to work, so now you're home, and I encourage you to also have a daily routine. The way you live your first hour of the day will possibly determine the course of your whole day. So think about what could be a healthy pattern. What are you going to do in the first hour of the day? If the first hour of your day you're already consuming all the shocking news from all around the world, this might affect your emotional well-being. If you do something positive in the morning, this will most definitely affect your well-being too in a positive way. Fourth point, daily workout. There are plenty exercises that you can do at home. Whatever you do with your body will affect your soul and your spirit. So if you send signals to your body that you are going to stay strong, maybe you can even exercise more and work out more than in a time where working 45 hours a week. So you can use those quarantine times to actually work out at home. There are plenty of exercises that you can find on the internet, what you can do even in a small room. Fifth point, now it gets beautiful. Fifth point, if possible, spend 1 hour daily in nature. First of all, of course, this is not possible for everybody, yeah, but be it physically or be it due to restrictions. But it's proven that spending time in open air improves health and psychological, emotional stability. So if you have the chance, even wherever you are in the world, if this is possible or not. But if you have the chance to spend 1 hour in nature, this would be very, very positive. If this is not possible, if you're not allowed to or physically not able to, maybe you have a garden or you have a balcony, or at least you can open the window and just watch the sky, stare on the sky. Might sound stupid, is not stupid. To get in contact with nature really helps us to get through those times. Point 6, read some serious books. So you have 24 hours per day. I encourage you to read for 2 hours a day. This is a lot, I know, but this is the classical thing that we try to procrastinate all the time. We say, oh, eventually I'm going to read the classics. Eventually I'm going to read some of my professional material, and we never do. So here's time that you can really use to read some classics. Why not read Tolstoy, War and Peace? This is long enough. This book is thick enough for a long quarantine. Or Shakespeare, or whatever classic, philosophy, I love philosophy. Or you can read books that pertain to your professional background. Maybe in your normal everyday life, you never have time to actually go deeper in your studies on literature that helps you to get better in whatever you do. So you can say, why not take those 2 weeks, something like involuntary, of course, but something like a study period to say I'm gonna get better in whatever it is that I'm doing professionally within those 14 days or 3 weeks, how long it is. So number 7, limit your time spent watching videos and playing video games. Nothing against videos. I do have Netflix myself, but the thing is, filling your mind with new audiovisual impulses is actually not really relaxing for your psyche. So it's more a distraction. It's okay to distract yourself for 1 or 2 hours a day, but if you start to distract yourself for 6, 8, 10 hours a day, you will be not productive, and that sends very bad signals to your deeper emotions. Actually, what I try to do with that video is to empower you, to tell you you can do something in this time. You're not a victim. You're not helpless in this quarantine. And the more you consume, the more passive you will get. Therefore, limit the time you spend in watching videos and playing video games. Number 8, say no to porn. You might say, what has that to do with porn? Pornhub has given free premium accesses to everybody in Italy. So why is Pornhub? This is, as far as I can tell, the largest provider of porn material in the world. Why are they doing it? Are they doing it because they are so nice? No, they are doing it because porn actually has a very bad effect on your psyche. Actually, it's addictive. So once you've watched a lot of porn for a series of weeks, most probably you are going to need it. There is proven evidence that porn has very bad effects on many aspects of your well-being. So I encourage you, even if it's available and you're at home and you're lonely, this is a fake solution for loneliness. This is a fake solution for boredom. Try to say no to that. It's addictive and it's morally more than questionable. 9, set video calls with dear friends. Be honest, not strong. There is a lot of things that you can do with Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, whatever it is. We do need contact with friends, even if we can't have it physically. Again, it's scientifically proven that even speaking face-to-face with somebody gives you similar sensations than being with the same person in the same room. It's not the same thing, but it's much better than nothing. And you have to schedule it. Maybe there are relatives or old school friends that you've not spoken in a longer time. And now is the time to set 1 or 2 meaningful Skype conversations per day. There's a lot of things that you can do even just with FaceTime or Skype. I set a FaceTime call with a friend, and we ordered a bottle of champagne and ordered food, and we had a beautiful Skype party. And actually, it was a lot of fun. So we considered doing that again. There is a lot of things that you can do, but you need people where you can be honest and not strong. And we don't need 25 close friends, but you need 1 or 2 close friends where you can open up and say, I'm really suffering. It's really heavy, and you speak with them. Point 10. Keep your home and your outfit in good shape. Again, this might sound counterintuitive and you might not dress up, not shave, not do anything. But again, this sends signal to your overall constitution that you let yourself go. I would encourage you to do the opposite of it. Take care for your shape, take care for your clothing. Number 11, schedule 1 silent hour of meditation and prayer. Man does not live by bread alone, and we need silence. If you're a Christian, if you're a believing person, I encourage you to find out how to pray, actually to learn prayer. Why not go to an involuntary retreat? If you would go to a monastery for 2 weeks, this might be similar. So now you have your little small room, you can talk to God. God is universally, he's great, he's limitless. So in talking with him, you quite literally get out of your cage and you open up to something transcendent, something bigger, someone transcendent, someone bigger. If you don't pray, try a form of meditation. Again, there's plenty of material out there in the internet how to find out how to do that. Number 12, again, man doesn't live by bread alone. For me personally, the Bible is a book that nourishes my soul in a totally different way than any other books. If you've never read the Bible, the fun thing about the Bible is it's actually a book. A book only works if you read it in content. If you read, let's say, Lord of the Rings, you open up in the middle, you read the last page, you read the preface, you read page 33. This story will never ever make sense. The story makes sense if you read Lord of the Rings from beginning to the end. It's the same thing with the Bible. If you've never read the Bible through, start to do it. Start either with the New Testament, Matthew 1, and read through the New Testament, or start with Genesis 1. The Bible is by far the most important and most read piece of human literature. It's worth reading it even if you're not a believing person. I would encourage you to do it. Within 14 days, if you read 1 hour per day, you could probably go through a big portion of the New Testament. Of course, not the whole Bible. The whole Bible takes you around 84 hours to read through, and it's beautiful, but you can start right now, and nobody hinders you from reading more than 1 hour per day. Point 13, survive one single day at a time. If you think about it, this might go on for weeks or months. You might go crazy, actually. But there is a lot humans are able to cope with. We just need time. But there are crazy situations humans were able to adapt with. And I encourage you to only live this one single day. You survived this one single day. This is a way how people even survived severe prison sentences. It's really true. You only survive one single day. Just try to stay sane. Just try to survive until this very evening. Number 14, write a list of things that you're grateful for. 10 things per day. In a crisis, we might be seduced to only look at the negative things, only complain, only watch the news. There is a lot of things you can be grateful for. Be it in the past, be it in the present moment. Write a I'm grateful for list every day. Number 15, don't trust your own thoughts in moments of panic. Thinking is not always helpful. Sometimes breathing is more helpful than thinking. And if you're panicking, if you're in deep fear, you cannot believe your own thoughts, because your thoughts will go crazy. And you don't have to think every single thought at every given moment. Sometimes you have to say, stop. I'm just going to breathe. I'm just going to survive this 1 hour. I'm not trying to solve every possible problem out there that might affect me in the future, because we cannot foresee that. Number 16, take responsibility for your emotions. This is especially important if you're living together with other people. If you let your frustration, your anger, your sadness, all of that, if you evaporate that, let it go and show it to everybody around yourself, your wife, your spouse, your husband, your kids, your parents, this will totally poison the climate in your house. You're responsible to deal with your emotions. There is stuff that is brought towards us. This is the stimulus. We're not responsible for the stimulus, but yes, we are responsible for the response. So you're responsible for how you react, how you respond to all these negative things that's coming. Take responsibility for your emotions. It's not your wife's, not your kids, not your friends, not your girl or boyfriend's responsibility to save you emotionally. This is your own responsibility. So to take responsibility for your emotions together with God to see, okay, what are my options now? How to deal with those emotions? Number 17, do or learn something creative. Do something creative. We human beings, we are creators. Be it that you clean something, or you improve something in your house or in your flat, or be it that you paint something, you compose something, you do something with flowers, or you learn something, be it a new language, be it some skills on the internet on how to edit videos, or how to whatever. Invent something. There is so much material on the internet what you can learn. You can learn a lot in 14 days. You can start with learning French, or some form of art, or some skills that you use at home that you normally would never have time for. You can use the time for that. Number 18, there is peace in the present moment, peace in the here and now. Leave past and future, go for just now. This is a basic life rule. There is peace in the here and now. Sorrows always draw you out there to other places, to the future or to the past. There is peace in the here and now, even if we don't have all the answers pertaining to tomorrow. Number 19, God is big enough for your sadness, your frustration, your loneliness. Bring it to him. He's not overwhelmed. Even by just opening up to God, telling him, I'm so sad, I'm so lonely, I was so looking forward to that party, I was so hoping to get this new job, and now everything falls apart, my business falls apart. If you read the Psalms, in the Old Testament, you have all the emotions. Yeah, people have all the desperation, their doubts even, their anger, their frustration, and they bring it to God. And by bringing it to God, you open up your internal isolation and you're already in contact with God. And this is already part of the solution. So you can talk to God about all that stuff and you will definitely feel, maybe not the first moment, but over a course of time that helps and that changes something in a situation. Last point, 20, this time will end. And looking back, you will see that it had also positive effects. This is not the first human crisis. It won't probably it won't be the last. Humanity has survived a lot of crises. Possibly you have survived a lot of crises already. And if you look back, if you're stuck in a crisis, it always looks like overwhelming, like it's never gonna end and it's all is terrible. And looking back, you always come to the conclusion, well, it ended, it was severe, but I learned something from it. And God never promised us a crisis-free life. So be it this crisis, be it that somebody died, be it that somebody dies in your family or in your circle of friends, or whatever you have to go through in your whole life, God doesn't take away all crises, but he gives us the possibility to draw something positive out of it. And I do believe and I pray for you that even this time will bear positive fruits for you that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Winston Churchill once said, if you're going through hell, keep going. This is a good proverb. If you have to go through that, I pray for encouragement for you that you don't give up. If you're going through hell, keep going. One day at a time, 1 hour at a time, God is with you. God will help you through this time. Many others have been there before. Don't give up.